Hey everybody, Striders here with another pre-game stats breakdown. Starting off on the red team, we're going to have Jayce, Syndra, Graves, LeBlanc, and Nunu versus the blue team, who has Karthus, Rumble, Ezreal, Amumu, and Alistar. So getting right down into it, the top lane is going to be Jayce versus Rumble. Both players main top lane, so no one's going to have a huge advantage that way. But Jayce has been played by this person a little bit over 60 times with a 52% win ratio, which definitely isn't bad. But then again, Rumble's been played by this person about 63 times with a 63% win ratio. I think I'm going to go ahead and give their top lane to the blue team. Then if we transition down into the mid lane, we're going to have a Syndra versus Karthus. Syndra mains AD carry while Karthus mains caster. I think this is going to be a huge advantage for the Karthus player. Syndra's been played by this person only 2 times as well and has not won, as where Karthus has been played by this person over 30 times with a 61% win ratio. I'm definitely going to give the mid lane to the blue team on this one. And then if we take a look at the jungle, we're going to have a Nunu versus Amumu. Nunu versus Amumu. So Nunu mains jungler, but doesn't really play Nunu that much, while Amumu mains AD carry. Nunu's been played by this person a little bit over 50 times with a 66% win ratio, which is absolutely huge. Amumu's been played by this person about 13 times with a 61% win ratio. I think I'm definitely going to give the jungle to the red team on this one, just because Nunu's such a wonderful counter jungler, and Amumu's really weak at the first 3 or 4 levels. So I definitely expect a lot of early aggression coming out from that Nunu. Then if we take a look at the bottom lane, we're going to have Graves versus the Ezreal. Graves mains AD carry as well as Ezreal. Graves has been played by this person about 20 times with a 73% win ratio, which is pretty good. But then again, at the same time, Ezreal has been played by this person about 90 times with a 68% win ratio. And I think with the experience that this person has with Ezreal is definitely going to overcome the possible loss in overall percentage. So I'm going to go ahead and give the bottom lane to the blue team as far as AD carry goes. Then if we look at supports, we're going to have LeBlanc and Alistar. LeBlanc is a very unconventional support. You definitely don't see it. She also mains caster, as to where Alistar mains AD carry. LeBlanc's been played by this person 9 times, almost 10, with a 55.56% win ratio, where Alistar has been played by this person about 21 times with a 52% win ratio. So I still think I'm going to go with my initial decision and go with bottom lane with blue team. If you add everybody's wins and losses up together and get a percentage out of it, it looks like the red team has a 59.72% chance of winning, as to where the blue team has a 63.89% chance of winning. I think I'm actually going to go with the numbers this time and vote for the blue team. Again, let me know what you guys vote for in the comments section below, and let's go ahead and get into the game and find out what happens. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Striders back with the 3rd episode of ELO Heaven. Hopefully you guys like the new format or the new layout, everything. That was actually a really fast load for about 4 members of the red team. It seems like 4 members of the red team and 3 members of the blue team loaded at the same exact time. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I'm really excited to see some LeBlanc play, because I know LeBlanc does really well against Karthus, but then at the same time, it is Scarra's Karthus, so I'm a little bit worried about that. And Scarra has 8 ping. I'm pretty sure he's inside of Riot. That's kind of what it looks like, because 8 ping is a little bit ridiculous. You'd have to be on the same network as the Riot servers to get that low of a ping. That's absolutely insane. It's possible, though. You never really know. Yeah, I guess he could be there. Finals are coming up soon, so it wouldn't really surprise me whatsoever. They're coming up tomorrow. The playoffs to the finals are coming up tomorrow, whatever. But it should be a very interesting game. I have not seen a Syndra yet. This will be the first Syndra. I still haven't gotten a Kha'Zix yet. But I think this might be a support Syndra? Maybe mid Syndra? Might actually be support LeBlanc. I don't really know. It could be either or she could be going top. but I think Jayce would go top. I don't really know. There's quite a few. Red team just has a lot of diversity going on in their team, because Nunu can either go top, he can go jungle, or he can support. Graves pretty much all bottom. I mean, we used to see him top back in the day, kind of when he first came out, because he's a really hard counter against a lot of bruisers because he's super tanky. Jayce, he might be able to go mid. It wouldn't surprise me if I saw him go mid once or twice. It's unconventional for sure, but I don't think he jungles. Support would be really weak, so I wouldn't see that. Syndra, we've seen her AP mid or support. Looks like LeBlanc will be the one supporting though, which is still a very, very interesting choice. It's going to be a lot of burst coming out from the red team though, bottom lane. So hopefully we can get a really, really good Syndra play coming out. Nunu's almost invading. He wanted to put a ward there, but he just didn't quite have the Nunu balls to do it. Karthus should be a really great pick. I'm not exactly sure how well he does against Syndra. I think that he'll still have the advantage just because they have kind of the same type of skittle ability, but Karthus is on a lower cooldown and does a lot of damage if they're isolated by themselves. Outside that, Amumu, his jungle is pretty weak. He is relatively quick just because he has a lot of AoE abilities, but then again at the same time he's just so squishy, so he needs good leashes, he needs a lot of damage. He also pretty much requires that blue buff, but he's gonna have to use those health potions pretty early. Nunu's stealing a really early dragon. Great job by him, just having the wherewithal to know that Amumu pretty much has to start blue. You won't really see an Amumu go red yet, and now they have a ward in this middle bush. They saw that Nunu took 2 wraiths, the big one and one of the little ones, and Nunu also did not finish off the red buff, so it's unfortunate for him. Looks like, yeah, 2 little tiny lizards. Not going to be a lot for Amumu, but he is going to be able to go back. Nunu's by himself. He's able to do quite a bit. He's able to pick up that blue buff, so now he has blue and red already. Pretty much Amumu's just trying to clear his jungle at this point. Oh my gosh, one of the golems was taken by Nunu as well. Holy cow. Wow. That was a really phenomenal counter jungle by the red team. Just absolutely ridiculous. They took 2 wraiths, the red buff, as well as one of the golems. So that's going to set Amumu behind by quite a bit. He's only level 2 right now, as to where Nunu's level 3, about 3.5. Wow, Amumu is right about 3, but he's not quite there, so it's a really good job. I don't know if that was 100% calculated. And there's going to be a snare going down from LeBlanc with the ignite. Is it going to be enough to kill? Yes, it will. Graves gets the first blood, and the flash now coming out from Ezreal, but the flash buckshot counter attack from the Graves is going to be enough. LeBlanc throwing out with her passive, as Civ HD calls it, her twin tits ability. Just really being able to replicate herself. Kind of control around the clone a little bit to disorient the opponents. Don't really know which one is real, especially if you stand still with your clone and then move around the other one. It's a lot like the juke mechanic. Wow, great stun coming out. It's going to force Karthus to flash out, and that is going to be, yes, that is the another kill. Syndra is really, really low, though. She took a ton of damage from those 2 tower shots. Oh my gosh, but she was able to pick up the kill, and that's what matters. It looks like Rumble's going in pretty hard in the paint here, but oh my gosh, Amumu comes in and almost picks up Syndra, takes her down 36 health. Jayce is going to be able to counterattack, though. Jayce does have a little bit of an advantage by 1 CS, yes. Definition of a little bit. Amumu's doing a really great job. No, he's going to go down to the ignite. Syndra gets another kill. Another snare going out onto that Alistar. Alistar's going to have a tough time if he continues to run into those snares. And the chain is so hard to get away from because it does slow quite a bit as well. And then it snares, and it does 2 ticks of damage, so it's actually her best scaling ability if you can get both procs off. Nunu's coming in from the back. Is he going to be able to pick it off? It looks like the auto attacks will go off, but Nunu, is he going to go down from the last tower shot? No, he won't. He gets away with just barely under 100 health. And now Nunu is recalling in this bush super low. but they do know that Amumu just recently died, so he's not going to be quite up top yet. Wonderful play by the red team. They're at 5-0, up by almost 3k, about 2.5 right now, doing just an absolutely phenomenal job. And LeBlanc, wow, she's really just throwing out those auto attacks as much as possible. She has a really fluid auto attack animation. She's actually able to zone out this Alistar pretty well, which is surprising, actually. I don't normally see that. Graves is up by CS by about 8 right now, pretty close to 10. So they're doing a wonderful job. Syndra with 2 kills already. She's almost level 6, and this could be really bad. They're transitioning. They do spot Amumu here, and Mumu's using his mana potion. Syndra picks up. She throws down a ball and picks it up. Gonna throw it into that bush. Doesn't actually hit anybody. Is she gonna throw down? She doesn't have her ult quite yet. She's gonna be able to auto attack that Alistar down, and Nunu is gonna be able to pick up that Ezreal. Great job. That is a 2-for-0 exchange in favor of the red team. And now they're going really deep into the dragon pit. This is going to be a really nice free dragon for them, since they were able to pick up the bottom lane, both members of the bottom lane. It's just so much damage that they're going to be able to do to this dragon. That and the fact that we have Smite and Consume coming out from Nunu, that's absolutely ridiculous. Oh my gosh, Banish Touch is barely missing. They are going to contest it. Holy cow, dragon actually executes the Nunu really close, and that is going to be a little bit of damage coming out from LeBlanc. She is able to silence that Karthus just a little bit. Now they might start to go into the dragon. No, they're going to transition onto the Syndra. Skittle dropping down in the bush just to see if there is any vision. A great stun coming out from Syndra, being able to stun out that Karthus pretty easily. And that's what I think is one of the strong suits of Syndra. Wow. Okay, so a great hit on the ultimate now going out onto the Rumble. Doesn't quite go down. Syndra's still doing a ridiculous amount of damage. Is able to stun up that Karthus. The auto attacks are going to follow, but I don't know if Jayce is really going to be able to follow up on this. He throws out that Shock Blast. Oh, threading the needle between Karthus and Amumu. Almost picking up the kill on Rumble. Just not quite there. Oh, just barely out of range. That would have been a really sneaky kill. Really, really sneaky. LeBlanc taking a little bit of harass. Hopefully she'll be able to recover from it. She doesn't have any health potions or health regen. Oh, now Amumu is ignited. Is Jayce going to be able to pick it up? A stun in tower range. Yes, the Thundering Blow is going to be able to pick it up for the kill. And now Karthus comes in, throws down the Wall of Pain in a Skittle, but Jayce is forced to flash over the wall. He gets out of there just in time. In the meantime, it looks like there is going to be quite a bit of action down at bottom lane. At the same time, let's see, Nunu is coming around from the back once again. And yes, that is another silence, but oh, holy cow. That was just an instantly blow-up kill coming out. Jayce is going to have to run away. The Equalizer coming out from Rumble, but Jayce is just so fast with his ultimate changing stances as well as that acceleration gate. It's just way too much for Rumble to catch up to, especially when he is unable to get in range of those electromagnetic harpoons that we are all so fond of. So we have a little bit of a backing going on pretty much from the entire red team. There was a lot of gold in everyone's pocket, so it's understandable. They are now ahead by about 4,000 gold, so red doing a really good job at maintaining a lead and kind of escalating it up. They haven't gotten any towers yet, which is kind of surprising, but and nobody's got that dragon. It wouldn't be surprising at all if we saw another dragon attempt. I know Nunu's probably downtrodden by the fact that he did get executed. He's just kind of dancing in that bush. He does see a ward. Is he going to smite it over the wall? That is the real question. Amumu's coming around from the back. He does see. And oh, Nunu's is just going right onto the ultimate. Oh my gosh, another stun coming out. That is going to be a consume and smite for the steal. And now Jayce is coming really hard in the paint. Is he going to be able to pick up Amumu? No, it does not look like it. The Eagles are coming out, forcing out flashes. So now there's not very many members of the red team that have flash available right now. It's just LeBlanc. So if any time's really good for an engagement, it's going to be now for the blue team. But then again, Curse of the Sad Mummy is down for a little bit of time. They have a little bit of an advantage, so the Equalizer is also down. But either way, with Ezreal's ult, the Headbutt Pulverize combo. Oh, wow, another great stun coming down from Syndra onto that Karthus. Oh, trying to throw minions over at Karthus, not quite landing them. But man, that was really close. And that is going to be a silence procced off onto Karthus from the LeBlanc, but it's not going to be able to pick it up. A great Headbutt Pulverize coming out, and now the Ignite onto the cow. Oh, the mist just barely. Oh, the collateral damage that missed was very disheartened. He's probably quite downtrodden about that, and LeBlanc is possibly going to go down here. It's going to be difficult for her to come back out of this. And yes, Alistar's ultimate is going to prove to be way too tanky, and that is going to be a pickup on mid against Syndra. And wow, the blue team's really starting to come back into this fight. Oh, look, yes, the electromagnetic harpoons are coming down, but Nunu is here, throws it down. Yes, they are able to pick Rumble up right before Jayce goes down. Jayce is going to be really close. Oh my gosh, with under 50 HP. I cannot believe that did not kill him. He had 87 magic resist. Doing a wonderful job just being able to stay alive so close. I'd be so sad if I was that Karthus. I would have thought that was a guaranteed kill. It was so close. Great map awareness by that Karthus still, but the lifesteal from Jayce got it back just a little bit. Was able to keep him just barely below that 50 HP line. And that is the worst when you see that type of stuff happen. It's just the absolute worst. LeBlanc again coming in, lands the chains, lands the second chains. That is going to be a 5-second snare. That's a long time, but Syndra does not look like she was available for that pickup. She was a little bit late to try to throw on that stun, but great job by LeBlanc. Again, one of the many reasons that makes LeBlanc an excellent champion. She's able to provide quite a diverse bit of utility. She can either snare 2 people for 2.5 seconds, snare 1 person for 5 seconds, while silencing them in between. It's just, there's so many things you can do with LeBlanc, it's absolutely ridiculous. So it's great to know that you can actually play support LeBlanc. I have not seen that before. I might try it out though. Not doing the greatest. She is 0, 1, and 5, but she does have those assists. Amumu once again going in. I don't think anything was even going to come close to that. Amumu just all the chains and the stun barely landing with the silence. That is going to be a great bit of damage, and yes, that is pretty much an insta-kill going for Syndra. Syndra is 4, 1, and 0 now. She is going to have quite a bit of extra gold, especially if they end up taking down this dragon. And yeah, with Graves' help with Nunu, that is going to be an absolute stomp. And that is 2,000 gold in Syndra's bank. It's going to increase to about 23. So after they take that dragon, there is quite a bit of a dance coming down here. The smoke screen coming down. LeBlanc taking a little bit of damage. It looks like the Headbutt Pulverize coming out, doing quite a bit. They are able to take out the dragon overall. They weren't able to delay it long enough. But wow, that ultimate coming out, smashing that Graves for quite a bit. You know, oh no, this is going to be really bad. And that is going to provide the kill for the Graves. Ezreal picking up the kill on LeBlanc, but Graves picking up a kill on the Ezreal, and that's probably more important. Is Graves going to survive? No, he won't. Just barely tried to lifesteal with the last little bit of his attacks. It was a wonderful quick draw, and he did have that Vamp Scepter, just was not enough. Jayce is really actually starting to come out on bottom of these exchanges, which is surprising because he's had such a big advantage. Early on in the game, he is 2-0 and 1. Oh my gosh, Amumu misses the ultimate. That would have been a guaranteed kill, but the clutch bandage toss at the end was able to survive, and I'm pretty sure that is going to cause quite a ruckus on the chat right there. That is a little ridiculous. I might have to throw it in the top 5 fails with Potato Monster. that was pretty amusing. I don't know if he fat fingered it or whatnot, if he's going for the bandage toss. I really don't know, but either way, the Curse of the Sad Mummy is going to be down for quite some time, as well as Requiem. So red team really needs to try to start a fight here. There is no huge objectives on the map right now besides Baron. They don't really want to do Baron right now. It's way too risky, but they could definitely group up and try to take a tower or two. and they probably would be successful. Jayce doing so much damage, but he gets ignited. It's going to force him to fall. Oh my gosh, it looks like LeBlanc is coming around from the back. Jayce gets out with just under nothing. Or just above nothing, I suppose. Gets out with almost no health. He is able to come back. There is no Requiem available, so he's just going to go ahead and take these golems. He's pretty much just gaining health by auto-attacking, getting that lifesteal, not really losing anything. So great job by him really being able to pull it out in the end. Blue team is now pinging off onto the Jayce. The equalizer is down, and Rumble's at about half health. That could be really bad news. And Rumble, oh my gosh, there's a lot of damage going on. It looks like Karthus is taking a ton of damage. That's going to be a great flash. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of this. No! That kill's actually going to go down to the Nunu. Nunu picking up a great kill. Karthus doing wonderful on his own, though. Karthus being able to finally take down that pesky Syndra. I can't wait to see the LeBlanc pull out the 7.5 second snare. Once she actually goes through, she can snare somebody and then use her R to mimic it. And that is going to be a silent sound coming onto the Alistar. Alistar headbutt pulverized combos and the flash coming out. And wow, the collateral damage doing so much damage to everybody. And wow, I can't believe Grace is still alive. He does survive through the lifesteal. And now is he going to be able to survive the Requiem? That is the question. No, he is not. LeBlanc barely survives. Jayce barely survives. And man, Karthus just does not quite have enough AP or Magic Pen. One of the two. It is just so close. Karthus would probably have about 3 extra kills right now if he had just a little, like an amplifying tome. I think would have done it for both of those champions. Overall, wonderful job though. Jayce is finally going to back out of there. Syndra still doing a phenomenal job, and it looks like Nunu's coming through the mid. He is going to eat a Skittle, maybe 2. Kind of depends, it's hard to say. Syndra going for the stun, but doesn't actually knock it back. It's a very interesting gameplay that Syndra has. Nunu, wow, Rumble taking that red buff, but Nunu's going to be able to slow him down quite a bit. And that is going to be a perfect stun coming out from Syndra. That flash going down, and yes, Nunu is going to be able to follow with that Ice Blast. Oh, and now Karthus is going to get double snared by this LeBlanc. And that's going to be another kill coming out the Nunu. Wow, Nunu is just getting all these free kills right now. Jayce is coming in, and the bandage toss now coming out. And that's going to be a lot of auto attacks now going down. And with the constant perpetual slow that Ice Blast and Red Buff provide, as well as from the skies and Jayce. That was just an absolutely phenomenal play. In the meantime, Ezreal and Alistar are able to take out that tier 1 bottom tower. They're doing a great job making the best out of that lane. Ezreal's ahead by about 15 CS, getting really close to that. He does have 3 kills, so he's still doing a phenomenal job. But he is down by 800 gold. Those extra 3 kills on Graves really help, as well as that dragon and that tower as well himself. So overall, it's a very tight battle. Very close. Karthus getting up to 6 kills. He's going to start ramping it up. They're tied in CS currently. Doing a wonderful job. Both mid lanes. Karthus is ahead by about 500-600 gold right now. So he's doing a wonderful job just being able to stay alive, kind of. Just as much as Syndra has, and that's all that really matters. But also picking up those loose stragglers and being able to basically team fight without being there. As far as Rumble and Jayce go up top, Rumble's winning in CS, but has died 3 times, whereas Jayce is pretty much untouchable right now. He has 3 kills and then 2 assists. Doing just an absolutely wonderful job. We're going to see how this progresses, though. It looks like the blue team has made quite a little comeback. There was a 4,000 gold difference at 9 minutes, and now there's only about a 5k gold difference at 20 minutes. So they've definitely slowed that snowball quite a bit. Well, it looks like red team is really going hard onto this tower. That's going to be quite a bit. The Equalizer coming down. You're going to be able to kill a creep wave, but not really do anything else besides that. It looks like, oh my gosh, Alistar is going to be snared for quite a long time, and now he's silenced. This could be really bad. LeBlanc using all of her abilities on that Alistar is going to be extremely bad. And now the exhaust going down onto the Graves. And now is he going to go down? Yes, he will. LeBlanc misses the chains. Very unfortunate. Oh, and the flash going through. Ezreal following closely behind. I don't know. Yes, that is a double kill now coming out from Ezreal. Coming out on top of that 3-for-2 exchange is going to be the blue team. Blue team doing a phenomenal job. And it looks like they also picked up that dragon. So they've mitigated their gold loss back to 4,000. Doing a great job. It looks like, no, is he going to go down? No, not quite. I am actually very surprised that he didn't go down. That was definitely surprising. But overall, wow, a Bloodthirster already on the Jayce and the Graves. This could be extremely dangerous. Blue team's gonna have to really watch out if they allow the red team to really just farm up those Bloodthirsters. That could be a really bad decision for them. So we'll definitely see how it happens. Or if it happens, rather. Bloodthirster already coming out on Ezreal as well with another BF sword and a pickaxe. So this could be pretty surprising. It looks like he's going for a Bloodthirster Infinity Edge. So he's not really going to be going for that Phantom Dancer or an early Zeal, which is pretty standard among most ADs. He's going for pretty much flat out damage. Doing a great job with it already. I mean, he was able to pick up double kill in that last fight, and that's probably attributed to, wow, LeBlanc doing so much damage. Is Amumu going to come in with the ultimate? It looks like, yes, that is going to be an ultimate coming out, and the Rec Room is going to be able to pick up that Karthus. Now Jayce could be in some trouble, getting chased down by both. Karthus throws down the wall, the Rec Room coming out, not being able to do a lot, and Syndra being able to pick up that Amumu. And Karthus now taking out the Jayce. This is going to be a pretty dirty fight. A great flash pulverize coming out from Alistar. And, that is going to be a huge ultimate for the Nunu. Doesn't do too much damage since he doesn't have any magic pen or AP. Well, he's a little bit AP. He doesn't have any magic pen. But, oh my gosh, Alistar misses that pulverize. Graves going really close to dying. And yes, it looks like Karthus will pick that up during his passive. Nunu is the only one left alive. Well, I guess... and that Ezreal at the same time. It will take the second tier tower. Oh man, really bad news. Nunu's gonna have to back off, and the blue team is doing an absolute phenomenal job. Gonna try to really take this inhibitor tower. Holy cow, that was a very aggressive move by Ezreal's part. But now that Jayce has respawned and majority of the rest of the red team, Ezreal will back off for the safety. Just being able to really push super hard, have confidence in his team to win that fight was just absolutely superb. It was definitely a judgment call, but he was able to pull it off, and so was his team. So they're just doing a really great job pulling this entire game back into their favor. At the beginning of this game, I almost said I don't think they'll be able to come back. Actually, I might have said that. I don't even know, but I don't remember now all of a sudden. But they're only about 1,500 gold behind the blue team is, and this is going to get to be a really bad situation for the red team if they let blue team to snowball, especially since, I don't know, it's like it doesn't seem like they have quite the power that the blue team does. There's a lot of CC on the power of the blue team, and it's going to be pretty difficult, I think. We'll see, though. We will definitely see. Looks like the red creep minions are pushing top lane in quite a bit. That could provide some pressure onto their second tier tower on top lane, but I don't know if that's really going to happen. Oh, LeBlanc kind of getting out of position, but no, she does not get a snare on either member. That's
pretty unfortunate. She would have got away anyway, just those slows are really just enough. And that snare not quite going to go off. Would have been nice, but just definitely did not happen.
Oh man, this is going to be a really intense team fight. It looks like they're starting to set up for a huge battle in mid. Uh-oh, that could be a great ultimate, catching two people out. It's the Curse of the Sad Mummy. Ezreal's True Shot Barrage hitting two people. Graves kind of in the front of the tank line right now, even though they don't really have one. And a great Shock Blast hitting three members of the blue team. Nunu doing a great job throwing out that Ice Blast and really just kind of zoning as much as possible. He could definitely use some of that gold to help. Oh my gosh, a great bandage toss coming out on the Mumu. Amumu goes down almost instantly. Holy cow, and then the collateral damage not really doing anything, not hitting anybody. Definitely not where they wanted that collateral damage to go or to land. I think that might have been a little bit of a mistake. Graves has 10 kills now. He's going to be an absolute monster if this drags on to late game. But they are starting to get back their lead just a little bit. That was a pretty nice exchange of 1-for-0 against the Amumu that already used his ultimate. They really need to start something aggressive now. Dragon is a good start, of course. But I would have expected them to either push another tower or go for Baron. That's kind of what I expected. Graves finally coming in. He gets that Blood Boil from Nunu, and Nunu's going to be able to do so much damage with that Blood Boil. It's really going to help out take down the dragons. And the Barons, pretty much everything else. Let's see, what else is going on? Zhonya's Hourglass being picked up by the Rumble. Rumble has so much armor right now, 157. It's really good for an AP caster. He is still a little bit behind. He's at 171 CS for Jayce at 170. He's 2 kills behind and 1 assist. And man, Amumu is not doing too hot this game, at least not as hot as he hoped he was doing. He's 1-8-6. Hopefully he's going to be able to turn that around, land a couple really clutch bandage tosses, and win the fight, which wins them the game. I believe in Amumu. I believe. Then again, I believe in everybody. I believe in the red team being able to stop it as well. So we'll kind of just have to wait and see till that happens. Not too much is going on right now. There's just a dance around this middle lane. It's not something that either team really wants to do. A great Shock Blast coming out, smashing down onto Karthus, doing a ton of damage. And it looks like the red team may be starting to make a move. They are getting the upper hand in this lane battle. They're able to push quite a bit with the help of Syndra's little AoE and Jayce's Shock Blast. That Shock Blast on such a low cooldown, doesn't use that much mana. Wow, okay, a nice bandage toss. Is Curse the Sad Mummy back up? Yes, it is. But he is silent, so he's not able to do anything. He ends up having to flash out of the way. Oh man, that is not going to be good. If he was able to get in there, flash and ult, that would have been really difficult for the red team to get out of. But unfortunately, he used the ult for running away. Oh, great job by LeBlanc, really just baiting out that Q from Ezreal. It's not going to really do too much. This says at this point Ezreal almost has infinite mana. Oh man, this could be really bad. LeBlanc is going to be a little bit in trouble. Nothing crazy. Yeah, it looks like Karthus is just going to continue to push this mid lane along with Alistar and Amumu and really just do as much as damage as they can. Oh, great job. Wow, LeBlanc is doing a really good job at just preventing them from really doing anything. A great Shock Blast now coming down. Oh no, not quite. Those chains just not quite there. The bandage toss just barely missing. That would have been really catastrophic for the red team if they get caught in a really good Amumu ult. And that's kind of what I'm worried about. They've definitely taken command of this game. They're starting to lose it. Oh my gosh, another Curse of the Sad Mummy coming out, being able to land directly out of that Graves. Graves getting absolutely destroyed. And oh, Karthus is right in the center. Is he going to be able to pick up a double kill? Yes, that is a double kill now coming out from Karthus. And it looks like it's going to be a free tower as well. Wonderful play by the blue team, just being able to counter-initiate that. The Amumu finally doing a wonderful job. It was a 2-for-3 exchange in favor of the blue team, really showing quite a bit of dominance. Are they going to be able to go for this inhibitor tower? Are they going to go back? It looks like they will go for it, and that's going to go down just as fast as it needs to. Just as fast. That Ice Blast is so good. Oh, once you rank it up, it's just ridiculous. It slows by so much, and it's awesome.
Alright, so we are almost tied as far as gold goes. It looks like red team does have a little bit of an advantage by about 600, 700 gold. So blue team really starting to bring back that deficit, almost completely even. And that is going to be an Infinity Edge Bloodthirster Last Whisper coming out from Ezreal, and he's working on Ezreal to get that Phantom Dancer. In the meantime, Graves only has an Infinity Edge, Bloodthirster, and Phantom Dancer. Oh my gosh. He definitely will need to end up getting the Last Whisper. It's definitely something he will want to pick up, especially if he wants to start chewing through that Amumu's Sunfire Cape. Sunfire Cape just gives so much armor, it's really difficult to push through. So they're going to have to work pretty hard at it. Oh, great job by Syndra being able to poke out the Rumble just a little bit, but at the same time, Rumble does a great job of poking her. Oh man. Jayce getting a little bit caught out of position here. Is it going to be enough? No. Prematurely pulverized. Oh, and a great Banish Toss out in the LeBlanc. She is going to be able to get away. Oh man, that was another wonderful slow. Okay, so Nunu gets caught out of position. He is forced to flash away from that wall, but he still gets taken out. Collateral damage once again, missing completely. Very unfortunate for them, but oh my gosh, it looks like so much action is going down. Oh, the Alistar's taking so much. It's just able to survive everything, and the Karthus ult now coming down. It does pick up that LeBlanc at about half health, and Graves is going to have some problems. And especially with this Ezreal coming in, that is going to be a free kill for Ezreal. That is a 5-for-2 exchange in favor of the blue team. Oh my gosh. Don't call it a comeback. Don't call it a comeback. Oh man, this game's starting to get intense. They're pushing really hard. They do have super minions already in the base. The next person to spawn is going to be that Nunu. But after that, it's going to be another like 15 to 20 seconds until the next person comes in. And this is going to be really good. Ezreal does have that spell to increase the attack speed. That's going to be an ult. Coming out from Nunu is he gets exhausted at the last second. Very unfortunate. It looks like Nunu may be able to back him off enough though. Is it going to be enough? Yes, it looks like it is. LeBlanc uses her Shirley, is trying to catch up. And oh my god, she actually misses it. Very unfortunate. She ends up going down, and so does Nunu. Ezreal just doing a phenomenal job at everything right now. He's really carrying this team as well as the Karthus. Karthus' ult is just doing way too much, and that was a great ultimate by Syndra, being able to absolutely instantly blow, and a great stun now coming out. Oh, and that is going to pick up the last little bit of the kill after the flash. So poor sad Mummy will have to go back. Poor sad Mummy. Graves is doing what he does best and just farming up as much as he can. He's behind by about 40 CS now. He hasn't gotten a kill in a while. He's still at 10. It was 10-5, and now Ezreal's picked up 4 just to try to gain on him, and he's also up by 40 CS. So if I would definitely have to give a win to this bottom lane, it's going to be this Ezreal, which is still pretty surprising me. He does have some nice poke and everything, but it's just Graves is so strong. That's why it's a little difficult. But he is still just kind of farming the jungle, doing what he can. Nothing too terribly crazy. Jayce is actually going to be picking up that blue buff. I don't know if that's for the spamming of the Shock Blast or if it's going to be for the acceleration gate itself. I'm not 100% sure, but it could be either. LeBlanc being able to get a really nice stun down on Karthus,
with the devastating blow. And that is a great job. And that is going to be a ton of damage coming out from Requiem, almost killing the LeBlanc. Holy cow. Oh, that's not good. The Curse of the Sad Mummy going out directly onto the Nunu. Nunu not really being able to do anything, but the Zhonya's Hourglass is going to be able to save Rumble for just a little bit. And Amumu is going to be able to pick up that Graves. That is a 2-for-3 exchange. Still a good trade in the eyes of the blue team as far as where they were. Oh man, this can be really bad. Syndra is the only one defending right now. And it looks like they will just be going for this inhibitor once again. They really need to take that inhibitor as soon as possible. Oh man, Amumu is really getting caught out of position here. It looks like, oh no, Alistar comes in, saves the day. But no, it looks like Syndra will be able to pick it up eventually. And now, oh my gosh, that is going to be the double kill. Amumu coming out with a huge ult. Doesn't actually nail, but that is now a triple kill for the Syndra. Syndra doing a wonderful job of just keeping this game going on. I'm a little bit worried about that sometimes because if you drag the game on a little bit too long, it's possible that you could turn their carries into hyper carries or something along those lines. Ezreal does end up falling off a little bit late game, but they have a Rumble and a Karthus, so it's going to be really difficult to do that. Karthus now getting caught out of position, being forced flash over the wall, and yes, the collateral damage is going to be able to pick up that Karthus. He is going to throw down the ult, and that is going to do a ridiculous amount of damage, but they are able to save just enough. Are they going to go back, heal, and then do Baron, or not? That is the real question. Very interested to know what they're going to do. That Baron really needs to get taken. It's been 38 minutes now. Nobody's really made a wholeheartedly choice to, hey, we need Baron. And again, blue team being able to take that dragon, that really sneaky Ezreal is just doing an absolutely wonderful job. And it looks like, yes, the red team will start initiating onto Baron. Karthus is still down for another 20 seconds. This is the perfect opportunity, if any opportunity ever would to have arisen. And that is going to be a free Baron for the red team. Doing absolutely wonderful. Amumu gets snared, but he's able to get out just a little bit. The slow coming down. Is it going to be enough? Oh my gosh, the acceleration gate. And yes, that is definitely going to be enough, but holy cow. That is a lot of damage coming out. LeBlanc and Nunu both go down from Rumble and Ezreal. Syndra doing as much as she can to slow everybody down. It's just not going to be good enough for the blue team to really be able to catch up, which is definitely surprising. It is so difficult to get away from a Rumble, just because he has that constant flames that are on all the time. Oh, and another great ultimate coming out from Syndra onto the Ezreal, being able to take him out. Now another stun going down on... Oh, that is going to proc the Zhonya's Hourglass. Is he going to be able to get out of this? Yes, it looks like he will be able to get out of it. But, oh, Karthus has Zhonya's Wendy Ignite on him, but Syndra is there waiting to pick it up. Great job. And now, uh-oh, Karthus. Once again, he is not doing too well. Oh, the second Electro Harpoon does hit onto the Graves. Is he going to chase? I don't believe that would be the best idea. The red team is down by about, the red team is up by about 2,000 now. So they're starting to gain a little bit of momentum, the momentum that they lost from early game. And oh man, is that going to be enough? No, the second chains don't actually land, but that is going to provide a free kill for that Graves. Doing a wonderful job so far. And this could be really, really bad, because having either Graves or Karthus down really, really sucks for the blue team. Those two main champions that they need in pretty much every team fight to win. Ezreal throwing at his ult. He's probably just trying to farm as many as many minutes as he can so he can afford some nice little new toys. Oh, Nunu goes down so low. That has got to be frustrating for the blue team. It's always frustrating when I see things like that. Someone gets away with like less than 10 health. You're like, no, if only I had 2 more AP or something like that. But yeah, it's really disheartening. So it looks like the blue team is still about 8 kills ahead. Yeah, that's not bad. Or at 7 now, but man, the gold count is so close. Red team has skyrocketed just a little bit into that 3,000 gold, getting from the dragon. The red team's starting to group up once again. I believe their Baron buff may be really close to out, but not many members have it left anymore anyway, so it's not going to matter a whole too much. Looks like right now the red team is really just patiently waiting for that Baron to spawn. So they're farming in their jungle, they're staying as a team, there's no split ups. It's almost... yeah, it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous. LeBlanc going really deep, trying to bait out some stuff, but it wasn't quite going through. Great shock blast, smashing Karthus in the back of the face. Doing an absolutely wonderful job. And man, I have no idea. Graves has a Banshee's Veil. I definitely did not expect that coming out. Syndra, I definitely see an Hourglass coming on pretty soon. I think that would be the best choice, just to basically absorb all the damage that Karthus does. Anytime he starts his Requiem, near the end you can just, or after like a second or two, you don't even have to be perfect at it, but after a second or two you just pop your Zhonya's and you don't take any damage from it. Yeah, it can put you in a bad position. Oh my gosh, it looks like LeBlanc gets stunned out by that bandage toss, but it's not going to be enough to pick her up. It's a great job. Wow, that's going to be another tower going down. And oh my gosh, Chris has said mummy. Nunu's ult now coming out, and that is going to be a dead mummy. But Karthus ends up going down to Syndra. She does so much damage, and a great stun on 2 members. Jayce is super low. He's going down. Yes, he will go down to the combination of the Wall of Pain. And man, now LeBlanc is just about to get out of here. They're able to pick up Amumu, and that's all that really matters. He did use his ultimate, so they kind of transitioned from that to Jayce. And Syndra's just doing so much work. I can honestly say I've not seen a Syndra really just play this well before. And that is going to be a 5-second snare coming out from LeBlanc onto that Alistar. But once again, she needs to make sure that she's not really focusing on one champion or whatnot. Oh, LeBlanc flashes. Oh, she gets the snare. That is going to be enough. And then she's going to get... oh, no, a wonderful Mystic Shot coming out from Ezreal, being able to pick up that LeBlanc perfectly. Holy cow. I did not see that coming at all, but that was absolutely beautiful. That was a 1-for-2 trade in favor of the red team. Their inhibitor is still down. They have now super minions pouring into their base. Ezreal throwing out his ultimate, just trying to get a little bit of views onto those creeps that he's killing, possibly a little bit of extra damage. That's not important. What's important right now is the fact that blue team got another dragon. This is going to close their skill gap drastically once again. It's very difficult to tell who's going to win. I still think I'm going to lean a little bit towards the red team, but blue team has phenomenal team fighting skills. I think if Amumu gets off a really nice bandage toss, whether it's from skill or luck, it's definitely going to happen. Chat seems to be really busy, which is surprising because you don't normally hear all this chat going on in these games where there's a lot of like high ELO or professional players playing. They just kind of stick to themselves and do what they do. That's going to be 4 members of the blue team initiating on the Baron. This is going to be really bad. Wow, the blue team taking it out instantly. Great job by the blue team really being able to pick up that inhibitor. Wow, that was definitely a must that they needed to kind of stick in this game. But with that, it doesn't look like the red team is really just falling back at all. Great snare now coming out from LeBlanc, a double snare actually. Getting LeBlanc's block. Oh my gosh, there's a huge puddle. A puddle of where the bodies go. Oh. Very close to getting that double chains onto Amumu. Looks like the red team is going to start to back off now at this point. Man, this is just like a ridiculously close game right now. It's almost impossible to say who's going to win, but the next person to win a team fight is most likely going to win. Just because we have an inhibitor down on one side. Man, the stun not quite coming up. Oh, but the flash to avoid the bandage toss was a wonderful flash. It could have possibly bugged out and went a little bit longer than they wanted it to be. The equalizer now coming out, and that is going to be a perfect bandage toss with an ultimate coming out from... Oh my gosh. This is dangerous. Oh man, that's going to be a headbutt pulverize coming down on Nunu and Graves. Graves is going to have to run out of there just a little bit, and that's going to be a flash on Nunu's part. Oh, that is going to be another inhibitor going down against the red team. Holy cow. So it's 2-for-1 shit. Jayce might be going down as well here. Yes, he will end up going down. And oh my gosh, are they going to be able to pick that up in the end? This is going to be close. LeBlanc doing as much as she can, but it's really difficult to against this really annoying Amumu. As well as all those little minions in the way, it's going to be really difficult. Oh, is he going to be able to get there? No! Oh my gosh, Rumble ends up taking out that Nunu, and it looks like it might go through. Yes, and that is going to be game. And what a game that was. Holy cow. Ah. Just a nice little bug second victory. But anyway, guys, that was just a phenomenal game. I'm glad you guys were able to watch it. Glad you guys are really just here watching, contributing to the community, doing what you can. It's just a wonderful place to be. I personally really enjoy casting. So make sure if you have any comments, questions, or concerns to leave them in the comment section. Send me an instant message over YouTube or however you can get a hold of me, Twitter, Facebook, pretty much anything. But make sure to get a hold of me. Tell me what you think. If you guys have any ideas for as far as trying to get my name out there as a caster, feel free to let me know. I'm pretty much willing to try anything. Yeah, if you have any ideas whatsoever, just feel free to let me know, and I will definitely do that. Congratulations, though, going out to the blue team, really pulling it from behind. They went, I think, 0-8 against the red team. But GG to the red team, doing a phenomenal job. Kept that early lead, but wasn't able to keep it throughout the entire game. But overall, just a wonderful job. Great game. And if you guys like my videos, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to subscribe, please also do that. You can use the buttons that are right in the middle of your screen for convenience. If you want to see my next video, you can always click on that one as well as my previous video. And thanks again, guys. I will probably end up releasing a vlog here pretty soon because I have a couple things I want to ask everybody. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.